Hey, how's it going, everyone? My name is Ryan with IowaClassicCars, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm here with Roger, the owner of all of these beautiful cars in this nice showroom here. The preview today and the video today is for a Vanderbrink auction, which will be held here, correct?
Yep.
On September 30th, 2023. Vanderbrink does a hell of a good auction. She's always fun to watch, and there's a lot of cool cars here. So Roger is wired up with a microphone. We're going to talk about each car here. He's the resident expert. And with that being said, let's get started. Alrighty, Roger, so let's start off here with the Mercury.
Okay, this is a 58 Mercury Monterey, and it's got a, of course, push-button drive, and the interior is really original. It's really good. It's got a 410 V8 motor. It's pretty much original, other than the paint. It's been repainted, but that's factory colors. Wide white walls, two-door sedan. There were mostly four doors, but this is a two-door, which is a little more desirable usually.
Yeah, and there's the push button right there. The big button for drive, that's kind of cool.
Yep.
Alrighty, sitting next to that is, what do we got here, Roger?
Okay, this is a 64 Ford. It's a genuine highway patrol Ford Galaxy. It's a 3-speed overdrive. It was, let's say, born as a police car. It's been...
Is the light factory, or did you add that?
I added that, but it had one just like that on it.
Okay, when you got it.
Yeah, right. And so everything, even this stop light up on the front fender, they'd pull up beside you and flash it.
Can't say I've ever seen that before.
Yeah. The motor is a 390 high performance. It's got solid lifters and a cam.
Could we look at the motor?
Yes, I need to paint the valve covers on it, but let's see. Oh. Valve covers are not, and the air breather are not the right color, but it does have, you can see the cast iron headers there. There's the siren. Yeah. And
it's got all the correct police stuff on it. Yeah, those cast iron headers are kind of crazy to see.
Yeah, they are.
Spotlight.
Spotlight, and it's the speedometer. I didn't realize it, but it's kind of unique. It's back then, of course, they didn't have radar, so what they had, most of the odometers, speedometers there, have a dot every 5 miles between, like 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay. That one has all the numbers matched. So when they come up behind you, they can say you're going 63. So that it's a rare thing, and it's a small thing, but it's pretty unique. And
you know that's a police option.
Right, right. Yeah, that is you know, certified police to the
equipment.
Best they had it back then.
Yep. Alrighty, next to that, this is not a police car. Got a convertible here, Galaxy 500 Ford.
Yeah.
And what year is this?
This is a 66 Galaxy 500. It's got a 4-speed and, of course, convertible, 390. So it's...
numbers matching, or?
Yeah.
Repainted, it looks like, at one time, or is this?
Yeah, it's been repainted. It
obviously has different upholstery in it.
Yeah, it's actually, the paint is ho-hum on it. It could use a paint job, but
yeah, I mean, like a little bit of damage, but
yeah,
showing its age.
The good thing is it's a 4-speed, it's a 390, and it's a convertible.
A lot going for it.
Yeah.
We have a beautiful 57 Chevy here. I do know what this year is. What can you tell me on this car, Roger?
Well, this one was a rotisserie. We put a new floor in it. The other one wasn't too bad, but we completely went through this one. It's got a new interior, and the correct code, or the correct colors.
Yeah, black on red is just beautiful.
Yeah, and it's a factory original 4-barrel power pack motor.
With the resistor here, you hardly ever see the original ones put back on.
Yeah, I'm not, well, I'm not sure. I guess. I know they all have it, but I guess to explain what it does, I don't know.
I don't either, to be honest with you. I never see them at car shows. They're always missing,
Yeah.
which is kind
anyway,
of...
this one is equipped with power steering, which is a little bit rare option.
Yeah, tied to the generator there. My 59 wagon actually has that same option.
Oh, yeah.
And
yeah.
59 was the last year of it in the generator.
Yeah. This here, of course, the chrome is new bumper, new grill, all that's new. It's dirty. It needs wiped off right now, but they're kind of like babies. You got to kind of have to tend to them.
Yep, I hear you.
In fact, a lot of people refer to them. That's my baby. So.
Yep. Yeah, they really need a lot of love and attention. That's for sure.
Yeah. This is a '66 Plymouth Fury 3. It's got a 383.
So can you explain what the Fury 3 is? It like the trim levels or?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's and it's a bigger one than the intermediate one.
So would the intermediate be like a Fury 2 or?
Yeah, I think that, I'm not sure if they call them a 2 or a 1 or what, but they called it just a Fury and then a Fury 3. I don't know if there's a Fury 2. As you can see, the dash is out. We're redoing the speedometer and repainting that, putting it back to original like it was. It's a pretty neat ride, really. Again, a convertible.
Yeah, not one you ever really see too often at shows.
Right, yeah.
Well, speaking of something you don't see too often, what do we got here? Is this a 60 Edsel? Or 59
no,
Edsel?
this is a 58.
58 Edsel.
The only year that they put the push button on the steering column. And this is kind of a rare car because, well, for one thing, it's a two-door hardtop. Most of them were four doors, and it's also got power windows, factory power windows.
Yep.
Interior needs a little help on the front seat there, but
is it original or is it a?
yeah, that's
okay.
Oh yeah, that's original, and the color is original too. Back then, pink and turquoise was pretty popular.
And it's got the very controversial horseshoe grill.
Yeah, it's been called a lot of things.
I know. I'm saying horseshoe keep it PG.
Yeah.
It is I like the color though a lot. I mean,
it does have a cracked windshield. I got a new windshield for it and side glass. Haven't got them in yet.
yeah, there's that.
Yeah, and the speedometer's a dial. You know, it just
Kind of spins.
Yeah, it turns around. Kind of different. It
power
had a little
windows.
different idea on everything. It seemed like.
So now what's this right here, Roger? I mean, open, close.
That's
is that?
the lock.
Duh. I should have known that.
Yep.
Man, it just smells like an original car though.
Yeah.
They are cool, but they just weren't. They were too far ahead of their time, I think.
Well, they were, and they said that one thing that hurt them, like this is a Corse Air, and
is that the higher option or?
I'm sorry. Yeah, it's Corse Air. They're made four models: the Ranger, the Pacer, the Corse Air, and the
Citation?
Citation is the top of the model. This is next to the top, and this is a longer car than the Ranger or Pacer. It's on a Mercury frame, where the other two were on a Ford frame.
Okay.
So
now sitting next to this Edsel is a Galaxy convertible. This is what, a 57?
59.
59. God,
Yeah,
I should
you're
know
gonna
that.
have to go to school.
I know. A lot of people say it in the videos. I don't know anything about non-GM stuff, but I'm trying.
Yeah.
It's
That's
a
the
Fairlane
59
500.
Ford. This supposedly was I don't know, was a big deal at the Brussels World Fair. It won the prestige of being the most beautifully proportioned car. So whatever that means.
It is a good-looking car. I mean, it's not a
is.
59 Chevy, but 59 Chevys are my favorite car of all time. And these hoods open from the back, right? They open forward.
Yeah, they open from the back side. It's got a 352, which is the biggest motor for that year, 4-barrel, and
Has this one been restored, or is this one?
It's been repainted. Kind of watch where you step there.
Oh, yep. A little bit of leakage.
Little oil here and there.
Yep. Yeah, if you don't have a garage, you don't have a little bit of oil everywhere.
And this is, we
58
moved to
Buick.
this, a 58 Buick. That has 9 pieces of chrome on the side.
Oh, yeah.
9 separate pieces of chrome. in '58, that was probably the year that they maxed out on chrome.
Chrome, oh yeah.
'58 Chevy Impala is the same way.
And so I had a '58 Impala I sold here, and I put in the video the roof line, but the Buicks, the Olds, and the Cadillac all had a different roof than the Chevys and the Pontiacs. And you would never tell it because they do look very similar, but until you look at it up close in person, and they are totally different roofs, which is kind of neat.
The interior, I bought it in Florida, and my buddy drove it home, and we drove it 80 mile an hour and run great. And got home, and I thought, well, the seats are kind of tore a little bit. And I got to looking, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's a seat cover. So
these are original seats
These are the original seats, never been hardly set on here, just backing in now the garage, but they're very good shape because they've been covered all their life.
And the paint looks original.
Yes, it's original. It needs buffed, it's thin, but if somebody wanted to paint it, you know, it would be really easy paint because it's thin. Sometimes there's a buildup of 5 layers of paint on something.
I mean, it's a hell of a nice Survivor, it really is.
Yeah, it's a beautiful car, air, and it's got heat under the seats,
and the Super was kind of like the middle line, right?
No, that was the top of the line.
The Super was the top of the line. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, beautiful car. Yeah, if you just want a nice, you know, original car, I mean, this is the cat's meow. I'd love to have this. Probably out of my price range, but.
Yeah, well, you can September 30th.
We'll try. I'm going to be here for sure. All right, something a little newer.
Okay, yeah.
Ford Thunderbird.
78 T-Bird. It rides great. I was really impressed with the way it rides. It rides like a Cadillac.
70s luxury right here. The big comfortable seats.
Yeah, they are very comfortable seats, and like I say, the suspension is just amazing.
Yeah, they started to kind of shrink them down in the late 70s, but
yeah,
they're still classy. I mean,
yeah, the headlight covers, evidently they had the headlights on because the covers are up. They fold down, of course, when you got the headlights shut off.
Yep.
And then we have a '59 Cadillac. This is the one you see Elvis in the back seat or somewhere. This is a California car. It's got factory air. It again, it's.
Is this original paint?
No, I think it was originally blue, and they painted it white.
Power windows.
Yeah.
Power. Four-way power seat. Very uncommon.
Yeah.
Especially in a Cadillac.
Power seat and power windows. I think the vent window is power too.
Yeah. Yep. And that was kind of a Cadillac only thing back in the day.
It's missing the back bumper. It's got a new chrome bumper in the trunk. I haven't got it on yet.
And this is a Series 62, correct?
Yeah. Well, yeah. They call it Series 62 DeVille.
Yep.
It's called a DeVille.
Because last week I looked at an auction up in Wisconsin, and they had a '59 Eldorado Seville two-door hardtop, and man, that thing was loaded to the gills, and all the trim, and man, just beautiful car.
Yeah.
I do love a '59 Cadillac though, and the fins. I mean, you just cannot beat the fins.
If you're having a car show or a poster or anything, they always usually
This is the one.
This is the granddaddy. Yeah.
Yep. Alrighty, so let's go down the middle here, and then we'll come up on the left side.
Okay, we got a Boss Hog 59 or a 69 Cadillac here.
It just needs some horns on the hood.
Yeah, I got some.
You do?
Just bought a pair. Yeah, I bought a pair. They're about this wide, and I'm gonna put them on. There. Yeah. But it is a fun driver. It's not a perfect car. It's got a little light hail dent on it. But it's got headers, and it sounds terrific.
Pretty good. Original paint?
Original color. I'm sure it's been repainted.
I mean, the color isn't really that terrible. I mean, I know people kind of, yellows and greens on old cars, people don't always like, but this has a nice color. It's a nice color to it.
It's a good yellow.
Yeah.
If there is such a thing.
Alrighty, what's sitting here, this resto mod?
This is a 36 Ford, and it's got a 350 Chevy motor.
It's obviously not stock, been redone.
Yeah, it runs really well. It's an automatic. The shifter's on the
floor
there, kind of to be.
Yeah, a lot of room in the thing.
There really is. Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
You can definitely tell some money's gone into this one. This is a pretty car.
Yeah. Yeah, it costs a lot of money to bring it up to this condition because it's got all new windshield seals and all that.
Yep, and the paint's just beautiful on this thing.
Yeah.
Now, I don't even know, what is 61 Fury? I don't know what this one is
60.
here. 60 Fury.
It's a Belvedere.
Belvedere.
Yeah. Now, they made the Fury. I've got a four-door Fury. This is a Belvedere. This is kind of a sister to Christine. You know the movie Christine?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I drove that car.
Really?
I had a chance to buy it, and I didn't, like a dummy.
Now, this isn't stock. You got a 5.7 newer style Hemi in the thing?
Right, newer Hemi in there.
How does this one ride?
It rides good. It rides good.
Runs pretty strong?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, beautiful car. And not one you see. I mean, the Cadillac fins are so iconic, but this fin here is almost more extreme than a Cadillac.
It really is with the fins and that. And of course, when I've had it in parades, and all the kids are like, "I like that purple car."
Yep. Well, yeah, it's very, very unique for sure.
Yeah. Did you notice how the rear view mirror's mounted there?
On the dash.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Mopar specialty right there.
Yeah.
And I always thought these doors are just kind of goofy how they're.
Yeah. The speedometer too, it gets red as it goes over. It a little different.
Does this one change colors, or is it just one color?
No. You mean does the paint change color?
Yeah.
No, it's not iridescent.
Okay.
It's purple all the way through. It's called what do they call it? Crazy purple.
Yeah, my eyes just must be deceiving me today. Then.
Yeah.
I'm getting old. I need glasses or something. Alrighty, what's this next one here? It's a Chevy.
Plum Crazy. I knew I was
Plum
missing,
Crazy purple.
yeah,
Okay.
Plum Crazy purple.
Some kind of Chevy pickup here.
This is a 40 Chevy pickup. This one I really like the style of this cab. I do have a steel box that I would like to put on it, and it's got a V6 motor in it. It runs real good. I love the front end of them with the narrow headlights and that. I just love that look.
Yeah, it does have an iconic look to it for sure.
Yeah, windshield cranks out, the air vent there.
Oh, yep.
So when you go down the road, it's really pretty comfortable on a hot day.
Yeah, 470 air, four windows down or open, I guess.
Right.
Now, we have an iconic car here as well, and this is a Model A, correct?
Yeah.
What year? Because I don't know.
It's a 1930.
1930.
Yeah. The difference between 28 and 29 is they were more squared off. They actually had right here, the cowl didn't match the body. In 30, they smoothed it out and made it more streamlined.
Okay.
The radiator's bigger on a 30, 31. The 28 actually had a red steering wheel and a red knob. But my first car was a 1930 Model A that I bought for $50, and I drove it when I was 14. And
just a few years ago, right?
Yeah, just a few years ago. No, I think they're such a beautiful car, and
it's such an iconic look. I mean, a pre-war Ford is just the cat's meow, really.
Yeah, it is. And it's so simple. The motor is a 4-cylinder. There's no gas pump. It gravity feeds into the carburetor.
Yep. Yeah, we've got a lot more cars to look at too. This is just the beginning. Alrighty, my buddy Andrew has an identical truck to this, so
Okay.
I'm excited to see what you have to say about this one, what you've done to it.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool truck. It's got a 350 with a little bit of a cam, Wilder cam in it. Runs really good, automatic. It's got a spider web interior.
Yeah, it's kind of different. You don't see that too often.
Yeah, right.
It doesn't look bad though.
Yeah, I don't know if it'd be my first choice, but it's pretty cool.
Factory air truck.
Yep. Yep, factory air.
Step side bed.
It's got a step side. It's a 93 fiberglass bed on it.
Okay.
But it fits this really good.
Yeah, I mean the body lines line up real nice, and
Right.
yeah, I guess it does have the newer taillights, and
Yeah, it's got 20-inch tires.
yeah, the roll pan in the back there, no bumper.
Right. Now,
And it's a pretty color too, that dark blue.
yeah, it is. It's a good color. I always like blue.
What's this
Well,
Plymouth?
moving on,
This
we
Belvedere here.
got a 56 Plymouth Belvedere. And if you look at it from the back, it looks like a 57 Chevy. The fins, first year for push button
Yeah,
transmission.
Right there. It's kind of neat. It does look like a 57 back here with the fins.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chevy copied them, it seems.
Yeah, there's been rumors and stories about that Chevrolet copied off of Plymouth, and I don't know. But it's, steering wheel needs painted. We're going to try to get that painted here, but it's pretty nice interior, real nice, I should say.
Yeah, definitely a nice, I mean, it's more or less a survivor. I mean, the interior's been redone, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
Now, the cool thing on these cars, too, is that they have a 60/40 seat.
Yeah, yeah, Mopars have been famous for that. This 60 is the same way.
Oh, the Fury?
Yeah.
I didn't even notice it on the Fury.
Belvedere.
Yeah, but you know, instead of it splitting right in the middle,
Right.
the driver's side has a little more.
I don't know what the, now see here, the driver got more than his share, and on this one, he got less than his share.
Yeah, look at that. So it's like a 75-25 here.
I know, I don't know why that is.
And over here, it's a 25-75. Yeah, they just switched it
Yeah.
around. Huh. Well, this one has a normal seat, and this is a shoebox Ford.
Yep, shoebox Ford, it's a 50. Wasn't much difference between the 49 and 50. I think the 50, the 49 I think had swing down handles. This has got push button.
Okay.
The tail lights are a little different, but there wasn't a lot of difference between a 49 and a 50. This one's got the interior, the door panels are original. The seats have been redone. But in a factory.
Has the motor been rebuilt, or is this?
You know, I don't know. It runs out real good, but I can't say. I bought it pretty much this way. I did a few things to it.
I mean, if it's been restored, it's been an older restoration, because that paint's not shiny by. I mean, it looks like an older engine, but you can't really beat a flathead Ford. This looks so iconic and got a good look to them.
Yeah, they got quite a legend to them.
Yep. Well, this one's a little newer than we usually cover.
Yeah, this is an 85 Corvette.
C4 Corvette.
It's only got 40-some thousand miles.
Original paint?
No, it had a ugly brown paint, and we put a 2016 what they call dragon green Camaro color.
Yeah, the color's a little better than most 80s colors.
And then the interior we made black instead of dark brown.
Yeah, very 80s in here with all the analog buttons and gauges and whatnot.
It's, these things, it's a tune port, and it does run really good.
Well, that's good, because a lot of them didn't.
Yeah.
We have a 340 Duster here. This is 71?
And it's a 73.
73.
Yeah. It's I like the looks of that. I love the blue color and the black stripe.
Yeah, it's a mean looking car.
Yeah.
Automatic on the column.
Yep.
Aftermarket AC? Is that what that is, or is that just a
Yes.
heater? Okay.
Yeah, I think that's aftermarket.
Yeah, nice bench seat, nice interior.
Yep.
Now, would the dual snorkels here, would that have been a factory thing,
Yep.
or is that?
That was a factory with the 340, I guess. And
This is a 4-barrel then, or a?
yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Got another Ford Thunderbird here.
Yep. 64 Thunderbird.
Looks to be an older repaint, or is it original paint?
Good question. I think it's a repaint, but I'm not for sure. I guess I don't know.
Got a little bit of bubbling starting.
Yeah, it is.
But it's a good project car. I mean, definitely a very good project car. Repaint it, you know.
Yeah.
Does it run and drive pretty good?
Yes. Yeah. It runs great.
I always love these bucket seats, how they're just contoured.
Yeah. The back seat kind of curves around there.
Yeah, really into the comfort of the people for sure, and how they're built.
Yeah.
Alrighty, sitting next to that, that's a
55 Oldsmobile. I see I got a flat tire there.
Oh yeah.
But it's these here are it's amazing. They got the rocket engine.
Is this a 324?
Yes. Yeah.
I love that, and the steering wheel has the.
Yeah, North America and South America.
Yep.
You can drive anywhere. Yeah, it's got a really pretty blue paint job on it.
Yeah, it's a very iconic 50s car, really.
Yes, they
And
are.
I love the two-tone trim on these. Yeah, really, really cool. Let's check out that engine.
Okay.
I had a 50 Olds 303 that I pulled out of a junkyard. It had sat since '62 and got it freed up, but it had no compression, so it wasn't
Oh yeah.
a runner. Oh yeah.
There's the rocket.
And really, I mean, a lot of people would say it's the first muscle car. I mean,
Say what?
that it's the first muscle car.
Oh yeah.
I mean, not like the muscle car that we would think today, but
right. Yeah.
for 1950, it was, you know, onward.
Yeah, they were, for as big a car as they are, they were very fast.
Had some power to them.
Yes, they did. They run great.
Then the last two we got here, a couple third-gen Camaros.
Yep.
These both Z28? No, IROC Z.
IROC.
And
But they're both
IROCs.
Yep.
And IROC stood for International Race of Champions, correct?
Yep. And they're kind of unique because they only made like 4,200 of them of the 90s. These are 90s. They got airbags, which the 89s didn't have. But see, it was a 5-year franchise from IROC, and they give it to Chevrolet 85, 86, 87, 88, 89. And Chevrolet thought they'd have it in 90, but they didn't. So I got a bulletin that says, effective immediately, the IROC will be referred to as the Z28. And
Because of
so
that.
they did not build a 90 IROC in 1990. They started them in November of 89, and they built 4,200 and some of them.
And that's what these two are,
And
correct?
that's what these two are, yeah.
That's a pretty cool little piece of history. So these were built in late '89, but they're tagged as 90s.
Right.
Or they're VINed as 90s.
Right.
Before they recalled them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, that's
Well,
really wild.
Yeah, it is. I got, as far as IROC convertibles, I got an 87, an 88, an 89, and two
And
90s.
technically a 90, yeah.
Convertibles, IROCs.
All right, guys, this is building number 2. And we're just going to do kind of a teaser today, walk through here quick. We both have to get going today. So this is the end of the first episode. Me and Roger will get back together, though, here in probably about a week, and we'll talk about these more in depth. So we're kind of leaving you with a teaser of what's to come. But he's got cars and more buildings than just this, too, so we're going to see a lot of cool stuff. And they're kind of packed in here like sardines.
That's a 50 Plymouth there, or Dodge, I'm sorry.
This
Dodge
one right here?
Wayfarer. And there's a 46 Chevy truck.
Yeah, I love those grills.
Yeah, I do too. It's been converted over to 12 volt and got a really beautiful bed on it there.
It looks like it's original paint. It's just been...
Yeah, it's original paint. We thought about painting it, and then they said, oh no, don't do that. And the interior's real nice. I painted the doors here. It's kind of a textured paint.
Yep.
They come out with.
Yeah, it really looks really good. Packard Clipper,
Yep.
right? It's Packard?
Yep, Packard. It's a 55. It had the biggest,
Constellation.
55 Packard had a 350 motor, and that was the biggest motor put in American cars in 1955.
At that time?
Yeah, at that time. Here's a 60 Plymouth four-door hardtop.
Yeah, the same fins as that the other one. Man, those things are massive.
Yeah, these are kind of cool.
And it's a 4-door hardtop, which is even cooler.
Yeah. The steering wheels were square. They tried that one year, and I probably had too many wrecks and got away.
Yeah, I don't know why they ever did that. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
It's hard to have that spin in your hands.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And of course, you saw the 64 convertible.
Yep. And all these cars we're going to cover in depth here next week, guys. Like I said, me and Rogers have to get going today, but just kind of giving you a teaser of what's here. And then there is some cars on the other side as well, right, Roger?
Yes.
Well, let's get them covered quick. We'll just look at those, and we'll show all the rest of the stuff in depth here next week.
Okay.
And here's the other side of the building. Got like 12 more cars in here. And this isn't really even half of it, is it, Roger? I mean, you have...
Yeah, oh yeah, we got more.
Yeah, so this will be next week's video. These cars in this building and the rest of them here. A little bit of
Chevy, 64 Ford, 58 Packard here.
Factory air in this 57.
Yeah.
This is a 8 Packard?
58 Packard. Last year, this was one of the last Packards ever made.
I mean, no offense to Packard, but I can see why they went under. I mean, they're just not...
Well, see, they joined Studebaker.
Yeah, and Studebakers aren't...
Yeah, so that was kind of two losers.
Yep. Yeah, two losers come together, they're still a loser. But they're cool in their own right.
Right, they are cool now. And
Essex Coupe, or is this a...
This is a Essex, two-door sedan Essex, 1931. 59 Ford Galaxy, two-door hardtop.
Not a retractable, because the retractables are different, correct?
Right.
And then
This is a 390 Ford, 4-speed. This one will be a cool car when it's done. It's got factory 4-speed.
and a bench seat.
Yep.
Well, Roger, thank you for showing me this stuff today. We're going to get back together here next week. We'll film all the rest of your stuff, and
Okay.
I hope your auction goes well.
All right. Well, thank you.